Good evening. I'm Dimitri Oling, and I appreciate the time I've been given to speak on this issue, and I hope to put into perspective the importance of passing Bill 22-1079 and how it will affect our future. To understand why I and many others find this bill so critical, we need to understand a very fundamental question. When is a human human? Once we know when a human is a human, said human has the same rights as we do, our God-given right to life. In Georgia, Scott Peterson was charged with double homicide for murdering his wife and their preborn child. Yet in the same state, despite the laws stating that regardless of the stage of gestation a preborn is, they're still a human being, an abortion in that state would still count not as murder. Personhood for a preborn baby is quickly forgotten when a baby is unwanted, as demonstrated by the case I just cited. Everybody has a different answer to when a fetus is a baby. A huge part of the issue is that this state justifies murdering preborn babies by law. If you're willing to murder a baby because you're unsure when the baby is a baby, or the baby has a birth defect, or was conceived in rape, you have deemed the baby unworthy of life and unwanted, a life they never even got a say in. If you want to say I'm not qualified to speak on this issue because I'm neither a woman nor scientist, please listen to the words of Diane Irving, who has a PhD in biology. She was a research biochemist and biologist at the National Institutes of Health. I quote, "The human embryonic organism formed at fertilization is a whole human being, and therefore is not just a blob or a bunch of cells. This new human individual also has a mixture of both the mother's and father's chromosomes, and therefore is not just a piece of the mother's tissues. Do any of you on the committee think you're more educated than Diane Irving, a certified biologist, when it comes to determining whether a preborn is a baby or not? You know your children are human beings. Why does this change when the child is unwanted? All of you women on this committee are mothers, and I bet none of you mothers looked at your children and thought they weren't a human being worthy of love or protection, or that you didn't consider them to be a human the whole time they were in your womb. And before I finish, I want to know where I can find who voted to pass this bill and who voted against it, and let the record reflect who cared about the innocent and who didn't. Innocent life's true rights trumps your perceived rights. And as part of a growing movement in the Colorado Right to Life organization, we will keep Colorado representatives accountable and make sure all future voters know where our state representatives stand in regards to the lives and deaths of the innocent. Thank you."